Some Hollywood deaths fade quietly into history. Others refuse to stay buried. Natalie Wood's death is one of those stories. In 1981, Natalie Wood, one of Hollywood's most beloved and recognizable stars, set off on what was supposed to be a short, quiet holiday weekend. She was successful, still working, still relevant, and married to actor Robert Wagner. There was no reason to believe this trip would be anything other than routine, but she never came home. Thanksgiving weekend off the coast of Catalina Island, Natalie was aboard a yacht called Splendor. There were only 4 people on board: Natalie, her husband Robert Wagner, her co-star Christopher Walken, and the boat's captain. No strangers, no outside witnesses, just a calm night on the water and a story that would never fully make sense. At some point during that night, Natalie Wood disappeared. Her body was found the next morning floating in the water. The official explanation at the time was simple: accidental drowning. Case closed. Except it never really was. Almost immediately, people started asking questions. Natalie Wood had a well-documented fear of deep water. She wasn't a strong swimmer, and yet the story suggested she had gone outside alone in the dark to handle a dinghy. When her body was recovered, she was wearing a nightgown, socks, and a jacket. Not exactly what you'd expect someone to wear if they were stepping out briefly to secure a boat. There were also signs that tensions had been high on board that night. Alcohol had been involved. An argument had taken place. And perhaps most unsettling of all, no one reported hearing her fall into the water. No splash, no cry for help. Years went by, and the story stayed officially unchanged. But behind the scenes, doubts never went away. Whispers followed the case for decades about what really happened on that boat, about what was said and what wasn't. Then, in 2011, authorities quietly reopened the investigation, and in 2018, something significant happened. Natalie Wood's cause of death was changed to drowning and other undetermined factors. That wording matters. It means investigators could no longer say with confidence that her death was purely accidental. Around that same time, Robert Wagner was named a person of interest. Not charged, not accused, but officially linked to unanswered questions surrounding that night. So what really happened? Was it a tragic accident? A moment of panic that spiraled out of control? Or something darker? Something that required silence to protect careers, reputations, and an entire industry built on image? Hollywood has always been good at making uncomfortable truths disappear, but some stories don't stay hidden forever. Natalie Wood's death may never be fully explained, but the questions surrounding it refuse to sink, and maybe that's the most unsettling part of all.